Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm Chris and this is the Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Just did a little bit of gear swapping, re-equipping, went and sold some stuff, very minor stuff. And as you can see, I'm a little bit shinier. I'm not wearing my cool N7 armor at the moment, which is disappointing to me, but I needed the extra protection, so had to upgrade my gear.
Coming up in a report later today, Emily Wong investigates corruption on the Citadel.
That was the last thing we did, right before the end of the last part, was we gave Emily Wong that data. Seems she works fast. I know I said I was going to do some main quests this time around, but I lied.
In remembrance of Eden Prime, we present another profile in courage with serviceman Nirali Bhatia. A devoted wife and talented chef, serviceman Bhatia joined the Alliance military under the Deferred Education Plan. After finishing her service, Bhatia
I do know that, because I wanna go to Novaria, but I also know that Novaria is... It's got a couple difficult boss fights, so I want to level up a little bit more before taking that on. So I'm going to keep doing some side quests until we get to that point. So, back to the Normandy.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
Get decontaminated.
Logged.
As
the
you
commanding
do.
officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
I'm sure you're very relieved, Presley. Okay, so, what I want to do first is call my mom.
Computer, give me a real-time connection to the Dreadnought Kilimanjaro. I want to speak to my mother, XO Shepard.
Shepard speak. Oh, hi. I don't have time for a personal call right now. I'm on duty.
I know what that's like. Do you remember a Lieutenant Zavaleta from the Einstein?
Ernesto? Have you heard from him? He was one of the Marines who guarded the CIC. We shared a watch. I lost track of him after there was an incident.
I've seen him here on the Citadel. Looks like he's had some hard times.
He's kind of slumming it.
You remember the Batarian raid on Mindwar in 2170? You were in high school. The Einstein's task group responded to the Mayday. The Batarians were still pulling out when the Marines hit groundside. Zabaleta was one of the first down. He was never quite the same after.
I don't understand. What happened out there?
About every abomination that a sentient being can do to another. To a
Oof.
sailor, a person is just another animal. And humans aren't always liked out here. We heard about corralling, culling. They'd shoot those they couldn't use, implant control devices in the skulls of those they could, without anesthetic.
Yikes.
He has post-traumatic stress because of what he saw?
He tried to keep working, but it rode him. He showed up drunk on duty more and more. We couldn't always cover for him. The Alliance
That's rough, buddy.
discharged him. Everyone knew he drank because of what he'd seen down there, even if he never talked about it. Especially because he never talked about it.
For it to have affected him that deeply, he must have been a very sensitive man.
He was. Always in laughter and tears. If you see him, tell him we still worry about him. Tell him to go to the Veterans Affairs office. I have to go. But take care of yourself. You're making us proud. Kilimanjaro out.
Thanks, Mom. So, depending on your background, you might not have a mom at this point. So I'm fairly certain that that quest is specific to the background that I chose. I'm gonna do this one. The Hades Gamma Farinata system. I keep pressing X to zoom out when it's B. X doesn't zoom out. It just exits the galaxy map. Alright, Hades Gamma, Hades Gamma, Hades Gamma. So, the last time we did the Nisana Dantius Pirates one, where it turns out that the leader of the pirates, the slavers, was her sister. I thought that quest took place on a ship, and I think I was thinking of this one that we're about to do. Alright, let's board the ship. Probably close quarters. We're gonna want Rex. Yeah, let's take Garrus too. Rex and Garrus. I'm probably not going to want a sniper rifle. Alright, well. Let's dive in here. Okay, cool. His helmet still looks good. That's important. I'm gonna check out that armor. I'm so sorry for micromanaging my inventory. Okay, that looks so much better. There is some ugly armor in this game, let me tell you. Look at all those dots. Yeah, but I was afraid of this one. This map is essentially set up like a maze. Biotic terrorist.
Intruders.
Oh, shnikes. That's a time limit. And I'm just getting ragdolled. I didn't see what the time limit was for. Can I get to the back of the ship?
See how it is?
Oh.
You write letters and everyone ignores you. Force is the only thing people appreciate. So how about if I kill Chairman Burns and finish this charade?
Please, I was trying to help you people.
Let's not do anything we're all going to regret.
Why not? What have we got to lose? Since the chairman here decided that we didn't get reparations, we've got nothing left to live for.
But I've changed my mind. Seeing you all, it's clear that you all deserve...
You had your chance. Some L2s are nearly crippled from side effects of the implants, but you voted against reparations.
Think about this. Burns is the one man who can help you.
There's someone's hand
Yes,
there.
if you release me, I can take another look at the reparations request.
What? We're supposed to trust you? Sure, you promise us freedom and say everything will be fine, but as soon as we surrender, you'll double-cross us.
I'm not promising to let you go. All I'm saying is that Burns will take another look. Right, Burns?
Absolutely. I had no idea that the L2 biotics were this desperate.
If Caden would have had something to comment if I had thought to bring him along.
For whatever it's worth, I promise that.
You're right. I don't want to die. Maybe something will happen this time. We surrender.
Thank you, Commander. I thought I was dead when they took me. I'll see to it that the reparations discussion is reopened. I didn't know they were so desperate.
The 5th Fleet cruiser will be by shortly to pick you and the prisoners up.
Huh. Did I just bypass that very large fight by just sprinting through the entire map? I think I might have. Alright, well, let's keep exploring. Maybe there's some more loot. Average decryption. That seems like a lot of loot. At That looked like a sniper rifle. That's a lot more damage. I'll take it. That was pretty fortunate. I don't know. I don't believe that I, yeah, I don't think I killed a single person, which, I mean, is kind of impressive in my book, but also I don't know if I got any experience from that, from like the murders as I would have. I'm not gonna lament over that too much. I'm only on hardcore. It's not like, it's not insanity or anything.
Message coming in.
More messages. Always
Thank you
messages.
for dealing with the hostage situation, Commander.
You got it, Hackett.
Chairman Burns was quite impressed by the way you resolved the situation peacefully. Your assistance above and beyond the formal duties has been noted, Commander. Fifth Fleet out.
Alright. See? Not a total loss. So I think we've got another one to do in this cluster. So we might as well take a look, right? Just gonna do some scanning, of course. Nothing here. This is fairly representative of a lot of gameplay in Mass Effect 1. It's always the last place you look, right? Alright, this time I'd like to bring Liara. And let's bring Tali. I'm probably gonna have to level up Liara. I don't think I've really taken her anywhere but the Citadel, so... Oh, I did level her up a little bit. Okay. Let's see. Any better armor for Liara? No. Better biotic amp though. That's good. That'll do. Another quick save, and then we'll check the map. Research base, that's where we're headed. So, random thought. I remember watching a developer video where it's very early on in the development where Garrus was complaining about something about the mission, and if you chose the dialogue option as he was still talking, Shepard like grabbed him by the collar of his armor and like yanked him forward and was like, "Hey, quit complaining," and then like pushed him back. And they were always like, "Yeah, depending on when you choose the dialogue option, that might happen." And I'm guessing that was a very early concept because not in the final game. It's it's not something you can do. And they must have made Garrus less bitchy. But they did implement a system much like it in Mass Effect 2, where if you pull one of the triggers, you'll do something either particularly heroic or particularly
This place looks abandoned.
Not cruel, but particularly renegade. Grab some metagel. Hello? Is anybody here?
According to these data logs, the survey team unearthed some kind of alien technology.
I see.
Perhaps we will find more answers at the excavation site.
Maybe we will, Liara. Maybe we will. But this just looks like a bunkhouse or something, so I'm guessing that's the actual place. Of course they put us on the other side. I wanted to be on this side. Alright, so here we go. Nope, not load, save. Yep. Well, this is sufficiently ominous. No red dots yet, though. I just had to open my fat mouth. Oh, no. Them's husks. Stop what you're doing. Okay, this is doing absolutely nothing. Oof. This new sniper rifle, though. Oh, they're getting back up. I need my assault rifle back. These guys are they're too fast. There we go. There was some action from the grenade.
The survey team must have unearthed some alien technology that turned them into mindless fanatics.
Whatever they found, it is long gone now.
So that was frightening. Husks are not really a joke on hardcore because they have shields. So that's some sort of Reaper artifact. Reapers control. Reapers kind of mess with the way people think. Liara. Girl. I missed my gun that never overheats. Oh! It's just my health drained real fast. Real fast. Okay. Well, now we know what to expect. And let's... I mean, yeah, Liara's not great with guns in general. Speaking of... Let's start using some of their powers here. How do we hack the husks? They have tech components. I doubt it. They're mostly organic. Sort of the Reapers working with what they got, so to speak. Let's Let's all just relax here. We're just husking around.
The survey team must have unearthed some alien technology that turned them into mindless fanatics.
Let's give everyone a metagel.
It is long gone now.
Let's take a minute. Regain our composure. Can I quick save? Yes. There we go. They are looking hurt. We'll top off with a metagel. Just keep taking pot shots and drop it back when we need to. Not taking any silly mistakes, any foolish risks. There's just so many of them. Alright. Mission accomplished. Super easy. I didn't die once. I died once. Fatigued. Sludge canister. Who's stuffing heavy armor in the sludge canister? It's a rhetorical question. I know it's Terry. Freaking Terry, man. On a more down note, Terry has passed away. Was that Onyx armor? It's not as good, but it looks so good. It looks so much better. I can't do it. Not on hardcore. If I was on like normal or a lower difficulty, I would totally choose style over substance, but those stats were just not good enough to justify it. Those were some assault rifles. That one I like. Yes. Much better. Okay, so I think we'll leave this planet. Put this planet in our rear view. And go back to the Normandy. Gonna do a quick check-in, some conversations to be had. Probably just with the folks in the basement. I mostly want to talk to Ashley because since I cut her off and told her to stop being racist, I didn't actually get to talk to her all that much.
Command, how are you? Why did you want to be a C-Sec officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons.
I know it's a good question, Garrus. I asked it.
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was CSEC, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
That's tough, but you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after Saren.
My father's a CSEC man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried.
I believe you actually get to see a video of a message.
You were asked to be a Spectre?
You get a video of Garrus's dad in Andromeda. He's friends with Ryder, who is the human pathfinder when they have a group of people who decide to leave the galaxy, venture to Andromeda.
He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
I suppose I can understand his concern.
You can, but Saren's not going to play by our rules, CSEC's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
Just because you can break the rules doesn't mean you should. I don't need to stoop to Saren's level to stop him. And neither do you, Garrus.
I see what you mean, but I'll think about it. Thanks, Commander.
I believe Garrus's dad in Andromeda says something like, hey, if this Commander Shepard is anything like my son says he is, he must be pretty great.
Commander?
Do you have a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
Sure. I was just watching some mail from home.
Oh, before I go, we saw Caden in a news vid about the Normandy. He's cute. Later, sis.
Let's pretend this never happened.
Are you interested in the Lieutenant Chief?
Ooh.
Of course not, sir. Fraternization is against regulations. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on family mail.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
Did your father serve?
They toned down the lens flare in the bottom right-hand corner there. Normally when you talk to Ashley, it was like blinding from her computer there.
He was real proud when I made Chief. First thing he did was salute.
I was an only child, but I get the idea. At least one of my parents was always on duty.
Yeah, military families, eh? With schedules like that, it's a wonder we ever have kids anymore. Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Sounds like a story. Feel like sharing?
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did. Mike.
Classic Mike. What a jerk. Hate that guy.
Lynn would send me these worried vid mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
No means no.
If he really liked her, he wouldn't be pushy.
Remember that, kids.
Yeah, of course. If he didn't ask at all...
Nothing is sexier than consent. This public service announcement is brought to you by Commander Shepard.
Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed. She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
You traveled all the way home to walk your sister to school.
It was only a dozen light years, like a day's cruise. It's not like I was going to Earth or something. My last day out...
A lot of these stories are
Sarah had told her friends,
kind of reminiscent of military life, especially with like Ashley and Shepard. A lot of their stories kind of mimic,
let me handle it.
for lack of a better term, the military brat.
God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her. I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
That's unbelievable. Sarah must be as good as you.
Better. I'm more or less a straight-up puncher. When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell.
He did
Before
fall.
they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was gonna end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. And she hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
Your sister's something else. But you didn't mention your father at all. Was he on deployment?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there.
In fact, it's cold as hell.
I will drink life to the lees. All times I've enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known, cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
Bored now.
I never thought I'd hear you reciting poetry.
Just because I can drill you between the eyes at 100 meters doesn't mean I can't.
I've always found Ashley interesting, just because
Ulysses was my dad's favorite.
she's the typical warrior poet of
versions when he retired.
Does he still
of the olden days. She can kick your ass and
Dad passed on a few years
recite fascinating prose, beautiful, flowery prose.
I mean, from wherever we go after death.
Dead on, Skipper. He's with God now. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
This is also an interesting crossroads, too, because you get to decide if Shepard is religious or not. So...
You know that old saw, there's never an atheist in a foxhole?
I've always appreciated the conversation that follows this option.
I've met a few people who are really weirded out by my faith. Because I work in space, I can't believe in a higher power? Jeez. Hello, have you people looked out the window? How can you look at this galaxy and not believe in something? I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
Dismissed, Chief.
Sir.
So, yeah, I mean, it's a pretty deep topic for a video game, but the idea that science and religion don't necessarily need to be mutually exclusive. You can believe in a higher power and believe in the science fiction tech that's keeping you floating through space. So with that interlude, let's find another thing to do. Voyager Cluster, Columbia system. Let's kick some more Cerberus butt. Columbia. So more of that same kind of theme that these people have very interesting likes, dislikes, beliefs, disbeliefs. Ashley is vehemently religious, which who am I killing? Cerberus. I'll take Hayden. I'll take the humans this time. Ashley is very religious, and she's also that warrior poet archetype. Caden he's a little bit more soft-spoken. He's gone through a lot, and he kind of has some regrets, but you know, he's making it work. All right, enough talking about our feelings, Ashley. Let's kill Cerberus, huh? Wow, this is not great terrain for the Mako. Do a flip, do a flip. Oh, did you see? I landed it. Incredible. They kind of made the Mako I guess I'm proven wrong by the things I'm doing. In the first game, in the original, the Mako was kind of just indescribably tough. It could scale a mountain, like that sharp cliff that I was not able to get up to earlier. I probably could have scaled that in Mass Effect 1. But, and it's very hard to flip So they just kind of wanted as little as possible to slow you down. It's not like Skyrim where they expect you to come at something from a certain angle. They're like, I don't know, it's space, go explore. Climb a mountain if you want to. Where is that anomaly? There it is. I don't think this is what I was looking for. This Cerberus soldier had an identification tag for Captain Varsinth, one of the Solarian soldiers responsible for capturing the League of One. It's unclear how he became into possession of this relic. What? Cerberus? I mean, that's where I am, right? Where's the... oh. I just looked at the wrong spot, that's all. Interesting that that Solarian was apparently connected to Cerberus. Woohoo! Wow, what a sniper. He's like, hey, there's a tank up on that hill going up the cliff at an impossible angle. I'm gonna no-scope him. Nice try. Not today, son. That guy got wrecked. Alright. In we go. Let's drop a save. Head on out. Hello, bad guys. It's me, come to destroy you. On the same old battlefield again. No, no, no. Wow. That commando just did not give a care. Not a care in the world about how much I wanted to kill them. I mean, I know I probably missed a couple times, but I felt like I bashed them twice, and they were just like, no. No thank you. Oh, it's eerily quiet. They're not rushing me this time like they did last time. Oh, now they are. Just oh, I feel kind of bad about that. I just kept flopping them around. Oh my goodness. This is the greatest gun in the world. Oh my goodness. I'm sure their shields are back now. Get up. Stand up. I mean, it shouldn't really be that funny. Like, it should be super serious, but also, screw Cerberus, man. And we're gonna learn that lesson real hard over the next couple games. Got her! Go ahead. No, you can stand up. Oh, I lied. I lied to you. These snipers. That is not what I wanted to do. These snipers just don't like peeking. Oof. Ashley, I swear to Christ. Okay, overload. Oh! That was a little bit of karma. I was messing with them for far too long, and they got a little upset with it. Oh, what? That was through a crate. Are you kidding me? They had no line of sight on me. Alright. Karma's done. I hate that. I had them dead to rights. I didn't. At the very least, they did not have a line of sight on me, so I was barely in the room, and they just took me right out. Hey, please come back. No. Shit. Caden! Bro. Gotcha. You've got a metric ass load of shields, so it didn't really matter. Gotcha. Caden, that's not where I told you to be, buddy. Die! This gun is ridiculous. It also doesn't really seem to care how much I fire it. Makes a gentle beeping sound every time I pull the trigger. I can fire forever. You coming out yet? No? That's okay. You can stay there. For now. Shit. Alright, now this last guy, who loves his crate so much that he will not leave it. If I die on this last guy. I swear. It finally overheated. Ah. And that's why hardcore is probably going to be the most difficult on Mass Effect, is because Mass Effect 1, because all of these points where it's just like, hey, we're gonna funnel you into a single room. Good luck. But we did it. Found out that my sniper rifle is just like incredible. It is a point and click weapon. And I only overheated it once in that entire time that I was just like frantically pulling the trigger. Oh my gosh, so much loot, so much decryption. Decryption. Y, A. Yeah! Hello? Hello, yes, it is I, Cerberus. You cautiously press a few buttons and an alarm chimes. The optical database is flashing itself. Quickly, you copy as many files as you can into Hardsuit's internal computer. Its memory is wiped, the computer shuts down. Files are sure to be encrypted, but you've got time to crack them. That's it. Let's get out of here. This dumb place. Probably one of the more realistic depictions of running in armor. You're just gassed after a few seconds. Okay, so that's going to do it for me. We'll do some more stuff next time. I don't know if we're going to find some more side quests to do, or if we're going to go straight to one of the big planets. So, thanks for watching. Be sure to check out some of these other videos. I'm already hard at work making more content for you. So, I will see you real soon. Thanks, everybody.